Hello friends, long time no see. I have never been inconsistent with uploads in the history of my channel, and I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks now. So we're gonna whine a little bit in today's video. I haven't decided yet if this is gonna be a get ready with me or a get ready and go, because Sam and I are going to get our boosters later today. But I haven't decided yet if that's worth showing you. It might be. I'm sitting here putting makeup on because we're going to get our boosters later, and I'm wearing my Cat Thulu shirt, and I just kind of thought that I would put on a real full face of makeup for the first time in a while. And we would just kind of, chitty-chatty. I don't know, man. It's crazy out here. It really do be. I realize that COVID is extremely serious, and it's affected so many people, but personally, I didn't know anybody who had COVID or been affected by it until this most recent wave with Omicron, which it's not funny to make jokes about COVID, but I keep wanting to call it Omicron, like Sailor Mercury and Sailor Moon. So until this most recent Omicron variant, now it's like everybody I know has COVID, or everybody I know knows someone who has COVID, and my friend's grandfather just died from COVID. It's crazy. It just seems so much more infectious this time. It's crazy stuff. So I've been just here. Fortunately, Christmas gave me a whole bunch of crafts to do. I'll show you some of those, and probably not in this video, but in the next vloggy video I'll show you. I've been cross-stitching. I've been making a ton of masks, because my mom, who will tell you she's not a brilliant seamstress sewer type lady, she is. She's been making a whole bunch of stuff lately, like purses, and she's really into making those little gnomes that you see with the little nose and all this beard hair and that sort of thing. So she's been just making them tons. I think she said she has 30 something gnomes made, and she has nothing to do with them. So she's been thinking about doing one of those markets, the craft artisan markets and that sort of thing. And she told me that if she does one, I can have a little corner of her table to sell face masks at, because I kind of stopped sewing for a while there because I'd made so many freaking face masks and I only have one face. So ever since she said that, I've been just powering through face masks, just making as many as I can. I think I have 20 something made at this point. And we're just going to keep going. And so I've been doing that a lot, and I've been learning to cross stitch, and I've obviously been tending to my plants and my animals. Lena's right over there actually looking out the window. So that's what's been going on. Oh, yo, I found the positive to the supply chain issues the other day, because Michael's is still getting some Halloween stuff. And it's January. So not only do I just love that for the fact that they're getting Halloween stuff in January, but because it's January, it's all on clearance. So every time they add something Halloween-y, it's 80% off. So I've been going to Michael's a lot. That's the only place I go anymore. So that I can look at their Halloween stuff. So they had the bakeware cauldrons that they had last year, just the other day. They never got them at all this year until now. So I bought 3. I bought 2 bigger ones, one of which I don't even know what to use it for. I just kind of have it. And then, did I not grab a brow gel? I guess I didn't. And then the other one I bought is a smaller one, and it fits a plant, so it's up there. I don't know, guys. It's just cool. Oh, anyway, the point of me telling you that was I bought a craft. I typically don't like foam crafts. If you watched my channel a couple of Halloweens ago, I put a foam spooky car together, and it said ages 6 and up, and it said it took half an hour or something, and it took me 6 hours, and I was crying because I couldn't get the stupid car to stay together. I bought something like that, but it's actually a little witch's house, so I was thinking we could just do that one night. Have a little craft night on my channel. Build this foam witch house. I would put up the books background, and it could be a whole cute little thing. Which kind of leads into other videos on my channel, which will be not only have I not uploaded Friday videos in a while, I have not uploaded Tuesday reviews. There is a reason for that. I'm running, or have run, I guess I should say, out of things to review, because a lot of brands aren't dropping anything interesting anymore. They've all run out of ideas, and they're just doing all these collabs with, people I don't care about. And it just makes it very difficult to find new products that are worth my money. There's a couple of things at Sephora I'd like to try. Laura Mercier just launched a new version of their tinted moisturizer, And I think Clinique has like a new acne fighting foundation or something. These are things that I'd like to try, but I would only want to get samples, so I don't have to buy the whole thing. And I don't know that they're doing samples right now. So we'll have to see. But overall, like, I would still love to do reviews on my channel. That's kind of what we started as, and I'm still going to do them, but I can't promise you that they're going to be every Tuesday. It's so funny. I bought a gray hair dye. I bought the one from Good Dye Young, Hayley Williams brand, and I want to try it on the blonde pieces. But the blonde has been so nice lately. Like, this is such a good shade of blonde. I'm afraid of wrecking it. Like, what if it's a blue base gray instead of a purple base gray? Then as it fades, my blonde's going to be green. Like, it just doesn't work very well. Hi, Charlie. Did you come see me? So, yeah, that's my fear with that. Oh, I have another annoyance. This one's going to be kind of a long story, okay? So, for those of you who aren't Canadian and you don't live in Ontario, there's this program to help disabled people. It's called ODSP, Ontario Disability Support Program, I think. And essentially what it does is if you are disabled to the point where you can't work, they give you like a monthly money, I guess. I was going to say allowance, but that's not really right. It's not a significant amount of money. You definitely make more money if you work, but they give you this money monthly. And the more important thing to me is that you get coverage. So you get health coverage, you get dental coverage, particularly anything to do with your disability. It's going to help cover that, you know? So that's great. So before, when I worked at the radio station, I had what was technically a part-time job. Did I work full-time hours? For sure. But I just didn't put them on my timesheet most of the time, because if I worked part-time hours... Okay, this is difficult to explain. When you have a job and you're on ODSP, the first $200 on your pay stub, they don't consider. But then after that, they claw back the check that they give you 50 cents on the dollar. If I make $800 a month from my job, let's say, ODSP would look at that and they would ignore the first $200. So now I made $600. So basically my ODSP check would be $300 less than it would have been otherwise. And your ODSP check size depends on what your rent is, that sort of thing. So I was getting maybe only $800 a month from ODSP anyway, because I live at home and I don't have a ton of bills and that sort of thing. But the problem is, my former job, because it was part-time, it didn't have benefits. So I was still... I still qualified for ODSP's benefits and all that, even on months when I didn't make any money from them. Fast forward to me getting fired about a year ago at this point, and then I get a new job, and my new job is technically, fantastically, a full-time job. What comes with full-time jobs? Benefits. So now, because I have a full-time job, I get kicked out of ODSP. So I'm still disabled. I still have all of the disability-related things that I had before. Having a full-time job doesn't make me any less disabled than I was otherwise, right? But I don't have ODSP's coverage anymore, and the kind of coverage I have at my work is made for normal people and not for people who have accessibility needs. Now, I know that my workplace in particular would do anything that they could to help me pay for things that I need. It's not quite the same. So, the point of me telling you all of that is, when I called the place that I get most of my mobility stuff through the other day and told them that my shower chair, which is a chair that brings me down from, like, bathtub height into the tub, so that whoever's putting me in the tub can just transfer me from my chair into the tub and then I can do the rest, it doesn't work anymore. It was a hand-me-down when I got it. I was very lucky to have it sort of essentially donated to me. Like, I'm not complaining about it, but it was old to begin with and it doesn't work anymore. When I told her that, she was like, oh, and you're not on ODSP anymore? And I was like, no, because I got a job, they kicked me out. Her words were, quit your job. Like, that's how backwards the system is that a professional in that field is telling me to quit my job so that I can be under ODSP's benefits again. And I didn't even tell her what insurance company I'm with, what kind of coverage I have, like, none of that. She was just like, quit your job, because I'm going to have to pay for this shower chair. Now, I'm fortunate that I do have the money to pay for the shower chair. So it's not like I'm going to be without, and it's not like, you know, I might be a little bit of a chubby girl, but you also got to remember that the two people who mainly care for me, who take me in and out of the shower, are 62 years old and 60 years old. So, I mean, they ain't spring chickens anymore, either. So, I might be a little chubby, but they're also a little old. So, it's just I just can't believe that it's almost like the way that the ODSP system was formulated, it almost punishes you for going out and getting a job, because now I have a job. ODSP doesn't have to give me money anymore. I understand that part completely. But shouldn't you still be eligible for their coverage? Like, I'm still disabled. No, because I have coverage through my work. Or they should pick up whatever coverage my work doesn't cover. That also makes sense to me. But for them to just completely, essentially kick me out, not cover me anymore. Now I have to pay for the shower chair. I might have to pay for chair repairs and stuff in the future too. I don't really know how many of that is going to work moving forward. And it's all because I got a job. Like, I did something. I got technically an upgraded job. Now, one of the reasons that my previous employment never hired me full time is because we figured ODSP's benefits were better than their benefits. So we did kind of cheat the system a little bit. Not really, because I was, again, only on paper a part-time employee, and I only got paid part-time hours, so it's not like I was making full-time money. But it's just so stupid. Like, what if I couldn't pay for the shower chair? What if I was someone who didn't have the money to pay for it, and I was really excited because I put my life together and I got a full-time job and I found something that I could do even within the parameters of being disabled, and ODSP just kicks you out? That is like, I'm not mad that I have to pay for the shower chair. Like, that's the important part to know, is that it's like, I have to pay for it. That's fine. That's part of the reason. My savings account, I affectionately refer to as my Lena emergency fund. So that if she ever needed it, I could do any kind of life-saving procedure. But I will take from there to pay for my shower chair. That's not the problem. The problem is that what if I couldn't? What if, and there's got to be a bajillion people out there who are like trying to do their part and get a full-time job, and then the ODSP system was created in such a way to just kick you out if you get that full-time job, and to just not work anymore. Like, I don't understand why it's like that. Shouldn't they be happy you got a full-time job? Like, just, I don't know. It's really stupid, and it really drives me nuts. Anyway, that's my villain origin story. On a lighter note, I'm getting my booster today. Gonna go get that good old Dolly Parton vaccine. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Up until now, I've only had the Pfizer. Not that it matters. I mean, who knows any other brand of any other vaccine that you get? No one. And so many people are like, but you don't know what's in it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I also eat McDonald's. I don't know what's in that. If it has the potential to save my life, because if I catch COVID, it's not going to make my symptoms so severe, like, why wouldn't I want that? We don't know the long-term effects. I'm already in a wheelchair. Like, come on. How'd they turn this vaccine around so fast? There have been other coronaviruses, my dude. They just had to make it fit these strains and these variants. Y'all remember SARS? That was a coronavirus. Do I put a glitter on the lid, or do I leave it matte? I've been doing my eyeliner a new way lately, and that's I look down into the mirror and I draw up from my lower waterline. It doesn't really work very well, but I've just been doing it that way anyway. Now, the hard part is making them match. Can I do it? Probably not. The worst thing about this new lens is that it's very heavy. So when I have to take my camera out places to cover something for work, like, my camera's so heavy now. I just really wanted to wear a full face of makeup. I think largely because I haven't in so long. Like, the only person I really go out and do things with is my friend Alyssa. And typically I would do makeup for hanging out with friends and stuff, but with Alyssa, we've been friends since we were, like, 15. Like, it makes it so much more chill because we've known each other for so long that we're more like family in a way. But I always feel bad because I don't do makeup when I hang out with her because I don't have to. Really, she should be taking it as a compliment, is what I'm saying. But I should start putting an effort into it. But then, like, other than going places with Alyssa, what do? I sit here all day. Makeup really does change your whole face, doesn't it? Okay, so I've decided to betray who I am as a person, and instead of contouring, we're going to do some bronzer. I'm just going to use this. A little brushy. Woo! We're going to take my regular powder brush and just buff that out because I made a really ugly line. Can't believe this. Like, I have a zit coming in right in the middle of my freaking forehead. My skin has been actually okay lately. Like, I had this one that's healing, and then this one over here that's also healing, but, like, I have all these, like, little scars on my forehead. And then this new zit coming in right in the middle. Okay, great. Thanks. Like, I love that for me. Now, I am just going to put on the teensiest little bit of blush. Just because I often find that as this ordinary foundation kind of settles into my skin, it gets... I start to look a little ghoulish. Bless you, Lena. Just a teeny bit. Like, you probably won't even be able to see it. But... once I'm not sweaty from sitting over here under the ring light and that sort of thing, and my face kind of unreddens itself. I didn't grab a lip color. Why didn't I do that? I was going to grab my new one. I asked for MAC Whirl Lipliner for Christmas, and I got it, and it is everything I dreamed of and more. It is a fantastic lip color, and I got Mehr... is that how you say it? M-E-H-R. Mehr lipstick with it as well, which is a beautiful lip color. I actually kind of thought I already had it, but I guess I didn't. We're just going to go in here a little bit. Okay, you know what? Let me grab those lip colors. See, this is the lip liner. Isn't it so pretty? Maybe I'll just leave it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I curled the front pieces of my hair because the rest of my hair was really wavy. And, like, these front pieces are going to become unwavy. Uncurled in a little bit. Like, in another hour or so, they'll just be wavy. And I just needed them to, like, blend in more. Basically, what I'm saying is I didn't want to straighten my whole head of hair. So this is my way out of it. Curling just the front pieces. Anyway, this is it for the Get Ready With Me portion of this video. But yeah, I hope to be back to more regular uploads once I put my life together and get more ideas. I don't know how much makeup content there will be because, like I said, I feel like I've done all the stuff that I want to do. It's just a little bit of, like, makeup fatigue, you know? And I think I blame the corporations and not the influencers because they really infiltrated the influencer space and kind of oversaturated it. But I don't know, like, we'll figure it out. We'll keep doing stuff. Don't worry. I have not abandoned thee. I'm just tired. Okay, this is what the makeup that I puts on. It puts the makeup on its face. Oh god, I've been awake for too long. This is what it looks like 10 hours later, almost 11 hours later. So it held up pretty good around my eyes. Most of my face makeup is smudged off. I didn't shoot it all while getting the vaccine because he was very chatty. He's the father of a kid I went to high school with, the pharmacist. So he was very chatty. It felt weird to take my camera out. But I did get my vaccine. The Band-Aid is lost in my shirt somewhere. I found it. That was my Band-Aid. I've learned throughout this process that I think I'm a weenie. Maybe I should get my next vaccine, a weenie head general, because my arm hurts. Everyone else is fine. My sister got hers. My mom, Dave, they all got their vaccines within the same hour. My arm hurts. That's my only side effect so far, and it's been 5 hours. So we're okay. My arm hurts. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed already, because we're going to have more stuff coming. And I'll see you next time. Bye!